The next is the responsibilities of the KVK. Each KVK operates a small farm to test the new technologies such as seed varieties or innovative farming methods. Innovative means the new facilities or the new technologies done by the done for the which helps the farmers to do the cultivation purpose or the agricultural work. This allows new technology to be tested at the local level before being transferred to the farmers. Before it is getting implemented by the farmers, they will test how it is functioning and how it is helpful for the farmers. Organizes programs to show the efficiency of technologies on farmers' fields, and KVKs organize workshops to discuss the modern with groups of farmers. So these are and it also focuses on crops and cultivation methods. It also facilitates rapport between the institutions and the local community. So when these KVK's responsibility is to bring the new technologies, how to it must be get implemented. These all study classes all will be held by this KVK. KVK means Krishi Vigyana Kendra. Now, foliar spreading is a technique of feeding plants by applying liquid fertilizers directly to the leaves. See in the picture it is shown. Plants are able to absorb essential elements through the stomata in the leaves, but the total absorption takes place through the epidermis. Epidermis is the outer layer of the layer of plant cell. Seed-based plants mixes from kelp contains trace nutrients and some hormones which are useful for the development of plants, leaves, flowers and fruits. When this is sprayed directly through the stomata of the leaves, it gets absorbed and it will be these essential elements or the nutrients will be supplied all over the plant, and it takes the absorption takes place where the outer layer of cells called as the epidermis. Now, do you know plant shows quick response to the nutrients supplied by foliar feedings. The efficiency of the nutrients uptake is considered to be higher when nutrients are applied to the leaves when compared with the nutrients applied to the soil. A foliar feeding is recommended when environmental conditions limit the uptake of the nutrients by roots. So this happens when the roots are not able to take absorb more nutrients. That time this will be sprayed directly on the leaves and the fruits. Effect of effective microorganism technology. Effective microorganisms are a culture of different effective microbes commonly occurring in nature. Nitrogen fixer phosphate stabilizes photosynthetic microorganisms, lactic and bacteria yeast. Rhizobacteria and the various fungi and the acetinomycetes are used as effective microorganisms. So these microorganisms are also used in technology so that it can absorb the atmospheric nitrogen and other nutrients which helps the plants to grow more better. So these recycling agents or these microorganisms are also included in the plants to make included in the cultivation of the crops to make the nutrient recycling will taking place, and it will increase the fertility of the soil. Then Panchagavya. Panchagavya is a promoter with a combination of 5 products obtained from the cow. Pancha means 5, which includes cow dung, cow's urine, milk, curd and ghee. These all will be mixed together, and that is called as Panchagavya. All the 5 products are collectively termed as Panchagavya. It has the potential to play the role of promoting growth and providing immunity booster. Immunity booster means which helps from the pest resistance to pest or insects. It provides resistance to pests and increases the over yield. So Panchagavya is also help to increase the pest control from the plants. Pancha can be used in seed treatment also. The present form of Panchagavya is a single organic input which can act as a potentiator to increase the potential of the plant growth. Then vermi wash. Vermi wash is a liquid that is collected of the passage of water through a column of worm action. So if a collection of excretory product and mucus secretion of earthworms along with micronutrients from the soil organic molecules. So these all is the organic things which we can make use of the microorganisms, earthworms and this Panchagavya. These all organic things when we make it helps to increase the yield of the plants because the nutrients or the fertility of the soil will be increased. Biocontrol methods, biological way how to control the insects and the pests. Biocontrol or biological control is a method of controlling pests such as insects, mites, weeds and plant diseases using their organisms. Biopredators, biopesticides, biorepellents and biofertilizers are used for controlling the microorganisms from the damage of the crops, from the pests and the insects. Okay, so that is bio this thing. And then one is the biopredators. Now each thing we are going to learn in more detail. They are naturally occurring in insects that use pests for feeding for multiplication. They are called as biopredators. Introducing large number of predators in a greenhouse, we can destroy the pests. So when these predators are there, they will kill the small insects found in the plants. So like that we can help the crops from these all pests. Then the next is the biopesticides. Biopesticides are living organisms or their derived parts which are used as biocontrol agents to protect crops against insects, pests. So insect also can be killed by this pesticides. That means it's a prey-like medicine. Biopesticides are of different types based on the fungal biopesticides, bacterial biopesticides. These are the two types of pesticides. Fungal means which kill the fungus by spraying this and that is called as Trichoderma viride. And bacteria biofertilizer will kill the bacteria. A culture of Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria is effectively used to control the pest Lepidoptera that attack cotton and maize plants. Panchagavya and leaves decoction of some plants are also used as biopesticides. When you go to village areas, this Panchagavya also is there, and you can see the spray from the neem plants, neem leaves. That essence also will be used for spraying for the plants to kill the pesticides. Biorepellents. Compound azadinactin obtained from the seeds of neem serves as a good insect repellent. One of the earliest pesticides used by man was margosa leaves. The dried leaves repel the pests from the stored grains. Next is the biofertilizers. The biofertilizers are organisms which can bring about the soil nutrients enrichment. That means microorganisms can fix the atmospheric nitrogen and increase the fertility of the soil, and that is done by the leguminous plants. And on the root nodules of these leguminous plants, they have the nitrogen fixing bacterium, rhizobium and Anabaena, nostoc. These all are the bacteria which helps in the increase in the fertility of the soil. Okay, and these are the biofertilizers used in the crops. So here ends the lesson crop production and management. So already I have given the notes for you. Keep the notes safely. Those who are not completed the short answer and detail, that also complete it. Next class we will start the new lesson. Okay, thank you students.